Hi guys! So today I have a monthly favorites video for you, and I know it's been a while since I've done a monthly favorites, and that's because sometimes my favorites stay the same and I don't want to just keep repeating the same favorites over and over again. So I figured it's a new year and I've kind of discovered some products that I've owned and discovered some new products, and I wanted to share it with you. Like always, not all these things are going to be beauty related. I do have a book, and I know you guys like when I include like books or movies and stuff like that. So that's what I'm gonna do. Talking about my first monthly favorites is this product, and that is the Airspun Loose Face Powder. And when I usually see this in the store, I think old lady powder, but this was used on me in my friend's wedding. The makeup artist used this on me, and I was kind of skeptical at first. I was like, no. And she told me that a lot of people use this. A lot of drag queens use this, and apparently it's supposed to set really nicely and look kind of flawless. And it was really, really cheap. Now, I've mentioned a ton in my videos, I have really dry skin and I don't like using powder. I think the only powder I use is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and I just kind of use that to set my concealer sometimes. But even that, I don't use that often. But she used this on my face for the wedding, and if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen that picture of my wedding makeup for being in my friend's wedding. And it just looked amazing. My skin just looked so good, and this was because of it, I'm guessing. But I've been using it since, and it has improved my whole like face routine, I guess. And I've been really loving how my makeup has been looking lately, and I'm gonna let this take the credit. And it's really, really cheap. It's like $5.99 at Walmart. The next thing is something that I recently just started, and it's actually a sample. Normally I don't include samples inside of these type of videos, but I was going to pick up this item and they were out of stock of it, so the girl gave me a pretty generous sample, and I'm just going to show you because I still have a ton left and I've been using it a lot. Like, she put a lot in there, so, and that's what I have left. And this is the Becca Luminous Primer. I think it's called like the Backlight Primer or whatever it is. I like luminous primers because I have really dry skin, so primers that have a nice glow to it are pretty nice. And I've seen a couple of YouTube gurus using it, and some compared it to MAC Strobe Cream, and you guys know MAC Strobe Cream is like my favorite of all favorites. So I've been using this quite a lot. It works really good as a primer, and also gives you that kind of like glow from within. And I put this on just once without actually putting on makeup, and it does kind of make your skin look glowy without any foundation. So that's another favorite. I'm definitely going to be picking up the full size when they have that in stock. Though it is kind of pricey, but keeping along with the whole like prepping of the skin. You guys know that I really enjoyed this when I talked about it in my haul. This is the NYX HD Concealer. I've been using this every day since I got it. This is kind of like a tail end of the favorites add-on, but I really, really enjoy it. It has completely replaced my other primer. It just goes on really, really smooth, and it sets, and it doesn't budge, and even if I didn't set it with that powder, it looks really nice. So I really enjoy that. And just kind of going on with another item that I mentioned in my haul, I promise not everything was mentioned in my haul, is the e.l.f. contour brush. I don't know, it's the brush that's supposed to be used for contouring. And like I showed you guys in my haul, it's just a flat brush that you can use to kind of carve out your cheekbones, I guess. I just use it, place it right there, and just kind of, you know, buff it in. Works really well. Has completely replaced my other contour brush. Fantastic. The next item is kind of a rediscovery. I've had this for, I don't know, 2 years, and I've used it off and on throughout those 2 years. I kind of always rediscover it, and that is the Balm Mary Lou Luminizer. It's just this really pretty kind of, look at that. It's really metallic, but if you do it right, it's not super metallic. I went to grab this one day because everybody's been freaking out about the Jackie Hill Champagne Pop color over the last few months, and I read on a blog that this is supposed to be a dupe for it, so I wanted to see if it was, I guess. I don't own the Jackie Hill one because I couldn't get my hands on it, and I'm not really one to kind of jump on a bandwagon when someone's like, oh my god, that's the greatest thing ever, and just kind of, I need it, so I figured if I had something similar to it that did the same thing, then I wouldn't have to go out and buy that. And while doing that, I'm not really sure if it is a dupe, but I kind of rediscovered my love for this product. I'm wearing it today, if you can see. It just kind of gives that really nice kind of glow, and I like being really kind of glowy. It's my thing. I really enjoy it, so yep. The next thing is pretty much my holy grail palette. This is pretty much what I do all my eye makeup with. Even if I grab another palette, I grab this. And that is my Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. Looks like that. You guys have seen this a million times. This is pretty much everybody's like go-to matte palette. You literally have everything you could need with cool tone mattes, warm tone mattes, cool tone mattes, some bigger shadows up here. I really like using this one right here to contour with sometimes because it's just light enough for my pale skin. And it's that gray taupey kind of contour color. So I sometimes like using that to contour my face with. And the brush, believe it or not, fits perfectly in there to kind of just, it's great. So this has been very much loved. If you guys can see, I've used it quite a bit and you can barely tell. Like used and loved. It's just an all-around good palette. And this is kind of another one of those things where I say I buy something and it's not with a bunch of other things, so I never haul it. But yeah, Kat Von D's Shade and Light palette, amazing. And the last makeup item on the list literally came the tail end of my favorites. I had picked this up on a whim when I was out with a friend at Sephora, and I seriously came home like you do when you come back from Sephora and try out some stuff, and I tried it out and I was just so blown away. And I was just watching videos of other people's favorites, and this has been in like a lot of bigger gurus' favorites too, so I was like, okay, that's kind of random. But it's definitely a good product then, and that is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer, and this is what the package looks like. And I have it in the color Ebony because I have seriously dark brows. Like, my roots in my hair are really dark, so I need a brow pomade. Basically need something for my brows that's dark. I've tried when I was blonde to go like a taupe color, and it just looked weird that I was drawing like a light color on top of my dark hairs. Did not look good. But anyways, anything that I get from Anastasia Beverly Hills is always in the color Ebony, and it comes with a little spoolie on the end. And what makes this thing really cool is you twist it up, and it has, I don't know if it's going to focus. Can you see that? See how it's angled? And it's just, to me, it reminds me like of the Brow Wiz formula. It's just an angled version of it. And I had seen someone talk about this, I want to say last week on YouTube. I forgot who it was. But they said it wasn't really for them because it was too big and they have thin brows. But if you have thicker brows and you fill them in, then it might be for you. And my brows are pretty thick. Even though I groom them and I take care of them, they are pretty thick. But my issue is always on the ends and just kind of underneath a little bit. So I figured I would try it out. And you guys know my like holy grail product is the Anastasia Dip Brow, because of I like using it with an angled brush and I can get really precise and perfect with it. This right here is completely going to replace that because it's fantastic. Now I haven't really quite tried it out with working because I think since I've gotten this I've worked twice, so I haven't really tried it out with being at work all day. So I'm not really sure exactly how the longevity is on it, but just in sculpting out my brows to begin with, I really, 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 really love this product. It's amazing. And the last two things that I guess, well, one of them is kind of beauty related, but I have been, aside from today, because I am filming a review on hair dye and I didn't want my new hair color to kind of be represented in that video because I'm not talking about this dye, I'm talking about another one. Aside from today, almost any day that I'm not working, my hair has been up in bows. Yes, bows. I've gotten a bunch of these for Christmas. I have a few more, but these are the two that I just grabbed to show you guys. You've seen it in my clothing haul. I have my Joker, ha ha ha, and then my Boba Fett one. I've been obsessed with bows. I go on Hot Topic, I look at bows, I buy a bow. I have a ton, you guys can hear my neighbors right now. I have a ton of bows that I've just been kind of liking to take my hair and pin it back with. It's just really easy to kind of get my bangs out of my face, push my hair back, and it's a really cute accessory to kind of add to my outfit. I wore this when I had a Joker shirt on. I wear this when I'm either in all black or wearing something Star Wars or my Boba Fett jacket. I've been obsessed. Lastly, because you guys really like when I include books or movies, I'm going to share with you guys a book that I am currently reading. Well, it's a comic series. And that is the iZombie one. And I did get this for Christmas, and I just started, I'm probably about halfway through. But I really like the iZombie TV show, so Eric had picked this up for me for Christmas. And though it's different than the iZombie show, it's not like completely like true. The show isn't true to the book, or the comic rather. I really enjoy it. I do see it leaning more towards females than I do males, and even Eric had agreed with me with that. But I really just enjoy this book. It's not like super crazy zombie-ish, but I like the characters and I like the storylines in it, and I really, really enjoy this book. This is the first part of the series, I believe. I'm about halfway through and I want to get all the other ones, so highly recommend this. The iZombie series, and this is the Dead to the World one, the first one. Which reminds me of the Sookie Stackhouse books, because I'm pretty sure there was one called Dead to the World. I don't know. I have them back there. I can check. So that is it. That is my January favorites video. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please give it a thumbs up if you do. Subscribe to me if you haven't already, or subscribe is now down here, I think. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.